Tips to improve your critical thinking. Welcome to Psycho Psychics. Thinking critically is not a matter of the day, but it's a life study. No matter how awesome your critical thinking skills may be, you may not always think rationally when needed. Even the super smart people sometimes can't think critically. They get scared, and their fear overcomes their power of thinking. In this video, we are going to tell you a few tips to improve your critical thinking. Your thoughts matter. Give yourself time to think. Thinking is the most important tool to reach the final result. You don't need to read all the research books and consume all the data that comes in front of your eyes. You need to go easy with yourself and recognize that thinking is the indispensable answer to all the questions. Normally, when we plan to do research work, we read previous work done by others and we follow the results they found. This is when our mind accepts the results that we already had and denies to think critically about it. This is the biggest mistake we do while doing research and deny to give it our thoughts. Question yourself. Critical thinking is about questions. These questions will stay with you till the end of your research. You must also have the courage to ask questions, as these can show you the right way ahead. Ask questions to yourself and search for the answers. Where do you need to start? What points should you focus on? What information do you need to relate to your research? Keep asking questions until you reach the answer. All your assumptions are related to questions. Take a risk to find the answer, and it will improve your critical thinking. Don't let negative thoughts persuade you. Critical thinking always brings hazards and threats. We feel scared to take another step and never reach the right inference. A negative thought is a reason for failure, so don't let it persuade you. Take the initiative and head forward. No matter how many times you fail, keep trying. Never retreat, but keep moving forward. This will be the first step to success to improve your critical thinking. No one thinks perfectly. You need to understand that no one is perfect to think critically. Every thought has rationality and irrationality in it. Whenever we need to come up with decisions, we fall into clouds of thoughts. Our minds surrounded by uncertainties and insecurities. As a critical thinker, you must try to think from every angle to come up with the right judgment. You might fail this time in making the right decision, but next time you will avoid it as you have already experienced it. Remember, no one is perfect. Analyze the difficulty. You need to analyze what you're thinking or presuming. Your thoughts need to be analyzed to prevent failures. Failures are not as bad as it helps us to recognize the difficulty. But we need to understand where we are going wrong. Analyzing gives you the power to create a mental process where we can return to many times. The process of analyzing takes place from the beginning of the research. Gathering evidence, organizing it, assembling the information, and coming up with the final evidence is all the process of analysis. Research and debate. Critical thinking may need a lot of research and opinions, but your opinion matters most. Take as much time as you need to come up with the final results that you think are right. Do not come under pressure of what others will think or what other findings were. Critical thinking takes time to make its place in your mind after years of practice, trials, and errors. It only happens if you practice it consistently, so you need to take every opportunity coming your way. Whichever field you are, you need to take initiative, and gradually you will have the power of a critical thinker. Learn the error of ignorant. Keep in mind that evidence of your research cannot always be accurate. Failures are part of your research, and you will always need to find the right resource. Answers are rarely clear, so always be ready for reconsiderations. There is no truth, and all opinions are equal, and you can only learn through the error of ignorant certainty. Critical thinking helps you evaluate the rationality of arguments. Learn to understand that some arguments outshine, whereas some are dire. Develop a habit of learning every day. Humans learn from the day they come to the world till the end of their lives. This lifelong learning is ongoing. Learning is exciting, and we always want to learn something new. Our curiosity keeps growing with the years passing. We always crave the answer from the curiosities. Learn and don't stop until you find the right answer, no matter how hard or simple the problem is, to keep seeking the answer. This is what a critical thinker needs. Develop a curiosity, and then find the answer that satisfies facts. With time, critical thinkers will develop a cognitive habit of looking at everything critically. Solve one problem at a time. Our mind occupies hundreds of thoughts while thinking critically. As a result, we get tired way earlier without getting to any point. Try to focus on one problem at a time, and you will get to solve the problem faster. If you are trying to solve many problems at the same time, you will tie your thoughts in a knot that won't open easily. The secret to reaching the best outcomes is to sort the problem one by one. It would be easier for you to slowly untie the knot and find a resolution. If you are struggling with your project, that may be because you are trying to open all the knots together, which is not possible. Your desperation will tie these knots much tighter, and you won't be able to get results. So, move slowly to reach the target. Egocentrism. Everyone has different opinions and arguments to the point that it can hurt you. People evaluate and disagree with your research, but that doesn't mean they have problems with you. This is why they are disapproving or arguing on some facts. Being a critical thinker requires us to be more considerate of the possibility that we may be wrong at some points or totally. We need to let go of our self-interests because they might hinder our hard work in the future. You need to think rationally and let go of egocentrism. To become a critical thinker, you need to develop a habit of accepting criticism. Don't feel that you're being attacked by someone's opinion or judgment, but accept it. It will help you become robust and strong with time. Active listening. Listening actively is the best way to improve your critical thinking. We always listen to someone to give them answers. We don't listen to understand, which is the biggest mistake. This is when we miss important information and don't get to the complete point of view. Always pay attention to what you are listening to, even if it's criticism. Consuming all the information without reacting to it will help you improve your critical thinking skills, and you'll be able to understand the difficulty of the situation. Don't hold emotions. One of the mainstays of critical thinking is removing all the emotions from the research. Don't make an important decision while you are feeling emotional. Otherwise, you might lose everything. Emotions can damage your long research. Analyze the situation from multiple angles. Go to different places to change your mood to help spark creative thinking. It will help you find the best solutions. That's all for today, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below and tell us what you do to improve your critical thinking.